singer?
Inspirational soul
Okay.
is my genre. It's a genre that I created. I would consider it a subgenre of gospel music.
Oh, okay.
And the premise is that it's built on vocal, instrumental, and lyrical freedom undergirded by spiritual truth. So essentially what that means for me is that I'm open to taking any stylistic approach that I deem when I'm writing, but undergirded by God's word. And that's
So what got you into music?
I started a long time ago. When I was 9 years old, I was part of a children's choir, and from there I had this dream that I wanted to go to a performing arts high school, and the rest is history.
Nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, born and raised in Philadelphia.
Nice. So who or what inspired you to go this route?
I'm about to date myself right now. I remember watching Soul Train,
Okay.
and Stacey Lattisaw was on one day, and I thought to myself, wow, she's so young and she's like singing like this is, in front of all these audiences. And I think it kind of intrigued me.
Mm-hmm.
And this was also during the time when the television show Fame was on.
Oh, okay.
So, and I would see all of the students, and I'm like, wow, that's a great school. Like, you get to do arts all day in addition to your academics. So that kind of was the spark for me. I got an interest in it, as a kid.
That's awesome.
Actually, my current project that is out right now is The End of Me. That came out in 2012.
Okay.
I have a new project coming out in March of 2016. So that would make my fourth project since I started.
Okay.
My first project came out in 2002 called The Bumpet of Truth. And I was new. I was green at it. I was, testing the waters as an indie. But this would be my fourth. I've done some singles as well, and I've
Okay.
also been on some compilations. I've been on a compilation out of the UK by creator Brian Hurst, and I'm on that compilation with Gregory Porter, Farnell Newton, and a host of other artists that are on that one. So
Cool. Do you have a favorite single or album that you've worked on or are working on?
I have to say it's this one, the one that I'm working on
nice.
now. It's called The Closet, Intimate Conversations. And the album really is a peek into what I consider my devotional and prayer time with God. And I'm very honest in my writing. So really, I'm pretty much putting my communication with prayer and, and so forth to music. And that's what this one is. So it's very intimate. I think it's very telling. I think there is something for everybody on this album, whether or not you are a believer or have been a believer for a long time, or whether you're searching and you have questions, or even if you're atheist. I think there is something in this project for everybody.
Nice. Where do you get your inspiration from?
I would have to say my inspiration really comes from my time in a prayer closet. And if you've seen the movie War Room, that's something that everybody's been talking about lately, where people create these closets where you go in and you do prayer warfare. I didn't necessarily know that before I saw the movie. I was already in that place, and I thought, well, wow, interesting. So I would notice this, thinking this is a coincidence. Every time I'd get out of bed, I'd head towards my closet, and I'd get a melody. And I start seeing that pattern, and I said, well, wait a minute, what's going on? Every time I walk into this closet, to find clothes, what I'm going to wear, I would catch a melody. And I thought that was so odd. And I was like, what is going on? So that's part of the reason why I called it The Closet. There's a lot of reasons why I called this album The Closet. But that is one. So that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from.
Cool. So how do you get past writer's block? I hear you say, like, when you're writing your songs
Yes.
and everything. So do you get writer's block? And
Yes.
if you do, how do you get past that?
Yes. Great question. One of the songs on this project that's coming out is called How. And I've wrestled with that song. And I think that's also an indicator of how good a song is going to be, because I think How has been a very popular song for us, because I've been performing some of the songs out on the road prior to this album releasing. And I wrestled with How because I was really trying to figure out how I wanted to melodically communicate what I wanted to say. So I knew it was solid. I had the chorus, and I had the bridge, and that was already there, but there were some other parts that I was struggling with. So in those cases, I walk away for a minute. And what I'll find is the moment that I get into a place where I am a little bit more deeper into prayer, that sometimes it'll just come when I'm not even thinking about it. And in life like that, when you stop pressing, things come.
Yep.
So I'm starting to learn that a little more, and with how that happened, I kind of laid back and put it down for a minute. And then one day, I'm laying in bed, and I'm going, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hold on, let me get a paper. Oh, hurry up, let me get that. And I got it, and I was like, oh, that's it. So
Awesome. Is there a singer that you would like to collaborate with in the future?
Wow.
And why?
Wow, there's so many. I feel like I would be betraying the ones that I'm leaving out.
Top 3.
Yeah. I would love to do something with Jonathan Butler.
Okay.
I love acoustic guitar. It is one of my favorite instruments, and I think it's so pure. So I would love to do something with him. From Take 6, Mervyn Warren.
Okay.
I love the arrangements that he did with Take 6, especially in the early days of Take 6. I would love to do something with him. I'm trying to think of my other person. My other collaboration that I wanted before he passed actually was George Duke.
Okay.
So I need to find a replacement, and I'm trying to. You can't find a replacement for George Duke. You can't. I'd have to say one of my other collaborations would have to be someone who is a living legend. I would definitely say like maybe an Aretha.
Okay.
Or Shirley Caesar maybe,
Mhm.
because I know I could
Good
learn
choices.
some things from them.
Mhm.
I know I added an extra one in there. You see how I did that? So I could see myself doing it. I would like to do that.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
What's your work with Marcus Johnson?
Oh, sure. I met Marcus Johnson in the early years of my career, and we used to play a lot of the venues around D.C., and another musician friend of mine invited me to come hear him, to sit in. So I learned one of his songs off of his first album called Morning Light,
Okay.
that Allison Williams recorded. And that was the beginning. And so oftentimes he'd call me in and say, hey, I'm doing something. Would you come in and, sing Morning Light for me? Because maybe Allison Williams may not have been able to do that show. And that's how it started. I would just come in and sit with him.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting ready to sit in with him again on December 12th in D.C. at Blues Alley.
Being in Chicago for a little bit, what do you like most about Chicago?
I love the water. I love that it is the closest I can get to the islands with the beautiful blue water. I love that. It's a great city. There's so much to do. It's very active and vibrant. I love that it's a house community. I currently have a house single right now called Every Word, and the city has embraced it. The DJs that are here, they love the song. So I love that Chicago is a house market.
Yes.
As well, I love that it is a Bible Belt in the sense of gospel music is very strong here. And I love that about this community, that it is a town that embraces it. So Chicago is just a great city. I need more time to embrace the city a little bit more and find out what's going on in other pockets, because I've been kind of relegated to, I've been at Hyde Park, I've been on the South Side.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've gotten a chance to go anywhere else just yet. So there's still more exploration to be done, but it's a great city.
Awesome. You've been all over the place. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you perform and why?
I would love to go to South Africa.
Okay.
I would. Music there, I understand there's such a love and appreciation for it. I would love to see how people appreciate the music that I've been given and share it with them and see how they would receive it.
Awesome. Great.
I think college radio is great. The majority of the exposure that I got in the early days of my career has been with college music, and it continues to be. The support that college radio gives to independent artists is wonderful. You embrace us, you come in, you do interviews with us, you share our music, you play it, and it's a very different experience than some of the other main with R&R stations. I don't know if you still call them that anymore. I'm dating myself on that too. It's just a different experience. I find that it's a little warmer. Not saying that some of the other stations aren't warm. It's just a different climate, I would have to say, politically and financially. So it's a different experience, and I enjoy the support. And I thank you for supporting our music.
Awesome.
Great medium. I don't think radio is going to go anywhere. I know everybody's saying, radio is a dying medium, but it's not. It's just changing how it's being presented. But people still want to hear music. They still want to hear great talk for programs and so forth. So it's just changing. But I think it's needed. It's great.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's just evolving more into that online.
So I'd like to know a little bit about everything. So I'll learn different things just so I know. May never use it. So I'm like, gotta learn radio, learn how to do the board and all that stuff. Never use it, just know how to do it.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate being here, and just want to say hi to all your listeners out there. Thank you. I appreciate the support of the music, and I went to TemikaMoore.com. It's TemikaMoore, and I'm on all social media at Temika Moore, and my fan page is Temika Moore Music. So follow me, search for me. We're out there, and the music is available at all the online retailers, the usual suspects: iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, you name it. So support us. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.